This morning, we're continuing to take a closer look at the state of mental health in Idaho. It's part of our expanded Finding Hope series.
That's right. They say it's always darkest before the dawn, and for one local veteran, that's certainly true. 6 on your side's Frankie Catafaias introduces us to the man who says his sobriety saved his life.
Over the last few years, Conrad Jeffries almost lost everything, including his own life. I sat down with him recently to find out how his darkest moment helped him find the light.
I started drinking, I think, when I was 13 or 14.
Over 20 years later, Conrad Jeffries recalls his first encounters with alcohol. A small-town boy with big dreams and a family divided by divorce. There were only 2 things Conrad wanted in his life: a career and a family.
I never felt like I had a family after that. I just didn't. And so the military, I found that brotherhood. They really became my family.
The American Falls native joined the Coast Guard in 2001, and then in 2006 joined the Army National Guard. He had his dream job in the family unit he had longed for, but even a successful career in the military couldn't protect Conrad from his battle with alcoholism.
I always hindered my own career because of alcohol incidents.
Even though he struggled with this addiction throughout his career, Conrad tells 6 on Your Side he loved his time in the military, and despite his struggles, he was even awarded the state of Idaho's Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award in 2013. But after 3 alcohol-related run-ins with the law, Conrad was discharged from the military.
It all sunk in all at once. And you get to that point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't rebuild from here. I can't. How do I come back from this?
After losing his career, his military family, and track of his finances to alcoholism, Conrad went to rehab in Arizona to seek treatment. A year after getting sober, he found himself struggling to accept his reality.
I just remember it being a Saturday. I had a plan. I got to that moment.
He was prepared to take his own life.
In that moment is when I really started to dissect why I got there. There's more to suicide than just this is a veteran's suicide. There's layers to this thing.
His first year of sobriety forced him to face a reality he had spent so much time masking with alcohol. And while it may have triggered a negative reaction, it ultimately saved his life.
I say this all the time. If I had still been drinking at that point, right, probably would have made a dumb decision.
Now, over 3 years sober, Conrad reminds himself that even on a bad day,
keep fighting because, you know, I deep down inside, I've never been one to quit.
Coming up this Thursday on Good Morning Idaho, I'll share part 2 of Conrad's story and explain how he's working on changing suicide prevention programs locally and nationally. In the meantime, if you'd like to know more about Conrad, you can visit our website, 6onyourside.com.